they were going to
That's
confuse.
crazy the
It was
way
going to
this
be
happened.
too confusing for the jury. But now with Rico, that's been established. So he ain't
Yeah.
coming out there for a
And they only
while.
have to prove two. They only have to
Mhm.
prove two. And see, this is the thing. The reason why the defense did not bring up no witnesses is because they didn't have the burden. What the burden means is, okay, Cassie brought up the lawsuit because she had a burden. This dude had took her through some things, and she, sued him. And not only
Yeah.
did she sue him, but she sued the hotel. But see, this is how it's Rico because he used his money to buy that tape. You
Yep.
know what I'm saying? He committed a crime and we have to take our personal feelings out of it. We got to look at it like this. I've been on rugs before. When you're on rugs, you can't make a sound decision. You're not in your right mind.
Right.
That stuff alters your mind, you know? And
It
then when
definitely
you talk
does.
about sores in a lady's mouth, they were still having to perform. And then even when she had a cycle, remember? They
That's
brought up the
wild.
cycle
That
and
brain be sitting all around
yeast infection and
there.
and and just come on strong, just finish strong, you got this,
See, and
still
that's the
coaching them
weird
through that.
thing. Swingers, now I'm assuming different types
No,
of swingers,
but
but
let's
swinging
start here
is
because y'all are
like
ladies, y'all have
anything.
ginas, right? Let me just say this.
Mm-hmm.
Now when it comes to yeast infection or something like that, when it's it could be from eating too much bread or something like that, you get
Yep.
one of those, you're not supposed to be active on that, right?
No,
He was making them be active on that. So just imagine how
the pain.
the
Oh,
get what I'm saying. So
that's
ladies,
so
y'all
gross.
should be able to um um be able to relate to what she's saying when they saying, "Oh, I was hurting and I had to do this."
I mean, it hurts to pee when you got a yeast infection. So you have to go in and deal with some stranger trying to. I mean, this is wild. See, swinging is supposed to be done for the pleasure of it. When it goes from pleasure and nobody's not having any pleasure except for one, or not both parties are not being pleasured, then it goes from swinging to something totally different. It goes to SA at that point.
Yeah, but they said but even a UTI. So if you have a UTI, are you supposed to be having intercourse on that?
Nope.
See,
Nope.
they was being made to still be intimate when they was having these things.
That's so horrible.
And see, I think that's, and it hurts me because I've heard some women say, well, oh, they asked for this and asked for that. Well, Lolo, YouTube cameras, I think that we all can agree to this. When something starts off, they love bomb you.
Mm-hmm.
They,
Mm-hmm.
it starts off small. Okay, we just gonna try this one time, and oh well, shit, we did it one time. Let's do it again, and then it becomes, now this is what we gotta do. Okay, if
Yeah,
you want them new red bottoms, or if you want that trip, then we gotta do a FO.
exactly. I mean, if somebody come up to me and say, "Look, I'll go ahead and pay them tag things for you," you may think twice. Like, you know what? I really do need to go ahead and get that paid. All right, we can do it this one time, but then it turns into more. Then it's no. Let me just buy you a new car. No,
Hmm.
oh wait a minute, a new car. Let me pay your rent. Oh wait, you paying my rent? And it's that, like you said, it's that love bombing, and you get to put, necessity for things that you need or have to do versus, okay, this is just sex. I'm just gonna do this and we be done. But he's greedy with it. He's like, I want you here. We're gonna do this freak off. And you got a
The
UTI.
false
That's too bad.
promises.
Yeah, yes, because a lot of stuff he didn't even pay. Right? Am I correct? He was
Yeah,
like,
I mean, when you think about didn't pay, I mean, when you talk about Cassie getting that money, I feel like she
mhm.
got the money that shit. If she was to sell albums, hell, she just got her return. But remember,
Exactly.
he had signed her 10 album deal, right? And
Right.
what did she do? Nothing but freak offs. So
Nothing.
I would feel like that would be her payment. What do you think?
I think so too. And Hershey, you say Cassie was actually enjoying it. At first, it is an adventure.
Thank you,
It's
boo.
something different. It's something new. But as it gets to a point where somebody's trying to physically hurt you because you can't do it all the time, and then she had menstrual cycles, and you still want me to do it then too? I mean, mm-mm. I feel sorry for that she fell into the trap because it's a real easy to fall into that. Oh, he done paid my rent. Okay, well, that's one bill I don't have to worry about. Oh, he
But
got me a
girl, guess
birthday.
what? So not
Mm-hmm.
only you getting your bills paid, you got free access to rugs.
Yep. Free access to drugs, and you get to take the money that you would have paid on something. And then she was with them from the beginning. So she never really got a chance to even put out a lot of music. So she's probably been waiting
Yeah,
for
she didn't
that.
put out a lot. She didn't put
Yeah.
out that much music. She really didn't.
Yeah, and she'll be waiting for that. Oh, we're gonna get you in the studio next week, but we got a freak off Friday night. So just remember. And by that time, she gotta take this drug and that drug. We don't know what he was lacing her up with. She may think she may have been smoking a blunt, but it could have been a blunt with fentanyl. You just don't know. And she's trusting this man. And then when she gets hurt, I mean, we like you said, that him hitting Cassie in that
But let's
hallway.
take it a step back. Let's pull the
Mm-hmm.
panties back a little bit
Pull them
because
back,
there was
girl.
no rubbers involved.
Oh
Let's
my
talk about
God.
that.
Oh
There
my
was
God.
no
See,
rubbers
is that
involved.
what was said in court? Because I
And
haven't
that's
really
why
watched.
No,
Plan
that's
B
that's
was
the truth, sister.
available. That's why Plan B was on the nightstands as
That's why
well.
they had Plan B's and
Really?
yep.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
But like Plan B doesn't prevent you from getting UTIs or any
No,
of
but
the.
it
No
will prevent you from pushing out a baby.
pregnancy.
Oh my God, this is sick.
This
So
sick.
no
It's
telling all the
wild
after
and
effect that she. Oh,
it's horrible.
And
It is
listen,
completely horrible.
this is a lot.
people are
I
saying
can't.
that transmitted diseases got uh you know, so
Yep.
when you talk about pain and suffering, this is something that a individual has to live with for the rest of their life. Allegedly, that man got
Yep.
herpes.
Yeah.
Exactly. You cannot get there's no getting rid of that at all.
Well, Dr. Sabi could, but where's Dr. Sabi? Clock that.
Yeah. 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 You know they ain't gonna keep people around that can actually help the world. They ain't gonna do that. So now you stuck with this, that, and the other, and then you can't do something when you're having an outbreak or not supposed to. But who's to say that he didn't have somebody go in there and try to clean up the new nanny, so it doesn't look like that. That's the one thing with swingers. You when we went out. Now this was back in what 20, not 20, 15 years ago,
Talent,
you had to actually have papers
talent,
from the doctor.
talent,
Is that our talent?
talent. We don't hear you. Oh, talent. Oh, talent. Talent is that. Oh, shoot. He drunk down. Okay. Well, I'm
And
just
you
going to keep
actually
it
had to
back
have
because I think he's
papers.
going to try to come back up.
Yeah, you had to have papers from your doctor saying that yes, she's clear, she's good, this is not happening, she's all right, there's no diseases, and you were not able to participate in any of the parties if your lab work and none of that stuff was clear. So, but these people, I mean, were they doing that? It's weird if you can set up an IV for extreme partying that you can't set somebody up for blood work to make sure that their blood is, clean.
Child,
But
this is a lot. All the stuff I couldn't like the gory detail when the initial charges. Yeah, so probably like the pain and suffering of it all, she gets it. But like whatever health conditions allegedly that she gets, like you can't make that go with talent.
talent, we can't
I
hear
don't know
you.
what's going on with your camera. Talent, don't be coming. Okay, he's having some sort of like I don't know
Malfunction.
malfunction, technical
Mhm.
difficulties, audio issues. somewhat something. Um, I guess while we wait, because I haven't seen any update aside from the fact that okay, I think he's back. Talent.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Oh
Yes, now
yeah.
I hear you. Yep.
Hey, talent.
Man, I'm having all types of difficulty. It's because
Yeah.
I was talking the last time and I got my phone went dead. I had no idea my phone
Yeah,
hadn't
my
been
iPad
charged.
going dead.
And I was just talking away. And then when
Mhm.
I didn't hear a response from you or Tulsa, I was like, wait a minute. Wait, who else is here?
Me, Lolo. How you doing,
Lolo.
love?
What's going on, Lolo?
I'm
How are you?
doing good. How are you?
I'm all right. Just this is a busy day. You know how Mondays are on the club.
Absolutely. You always busy.
Always. I need a break. I need another vacation. I'm
Another vacation. Must we go back to Vegas? Hey, Duke. Must we go back to Vegas? Can we go anywhere other than Vegas?
no. You know the move now is Seattle. You know, I hear people are looking to get money together to fundraise for you and Lemon to get to Seattle, but
To
I didn't come up here
Seattle.
to talk. I didn't come here to talk. Well, that's
Oh,
where this next event.
okay.
That's Casey.
Right.
But look, I didn't come to talk about that. I
Mm.
came up here because you know I've had back-to-back calls. I've been doing a lot, and I'm thinking this is a new live, and it's the same live, and you are doing record long hours, YouTube cameras. Why do you have that banner still up, or is that me?
No, it's still up.
I think she thinks I'm gonna porn bomb someone.
Oh
Uh,
wow.
yeah. You know. But no, I'm not going to porn. But you can take that banner down. I don't even know why having a banner up affects people. Like, why do we care it's up? It's not like we have our image stolen. But I don't know. It's a mental thing with me.
It's a
I'm
mental
like,
thing.
yeah. But look, we're at 8 hours and 24 minutes. So this is
Wow.
kind of like a Lou Raw's United Negro College Fund telethon. So make sure this hour that you contribute, dig into your pockets for a good cause. The good cause is the YouTube cameras and stayed live for 8 hours. She's put in a full work shift and she's to be
Sure
paid.
has.
Now, I just jumped into the conversation as I'm prone to do without knowing what anybody's talking about. What is the
Well, shout out
conversation?
to her co-host, Queen Tulsa. Hello.
We're
It
talking
was
about
called
Diddy as usual.
Diddy.
Diddy is
We're talking about the Diddy.
yeah,
What do you
something's
think
going
is going
on
to
with one of the
happen?
jurors.
I think we all can agree he's not a sex trafficker. So I think that
I've been
charge.
trying to unmute, okay? Like I've been
Oh,
tapping and tapping. It wouldn't unmute. It wouldn't take the banner off. And it's
so
because of the iPad is dying. And then someone also, oh, look who's here. Okay. Well,
who
Duke
that?
showed up. That's why the banner was up. I was trying to undo the banner.
Is that my boy Duke? Wait, what's he got
It's
over
Must
his
be
Duke.
face?
Mr. Pharaoh.
It's
I'm
Duke.
What's
I
that you
think
painting.
he's
got?
working. He's got the mask on. I was trying
I'm
to put
Oh,
it in the
working.
chat.
because
Oh,
they
hey,
were
Duke.
they said someone busted you in your grill, man. So I thought
Do
that's why
what?
you had. They said someone busted you in your grill last week, man. You were in a fight.
Yeah, nobody bust me in my grill, man.
That
Yeah, I was
looks
about.
like a breathing machine.
He's got a mask on. I think he's painting.
Yeah, you
Ah.
don't
Oh,
want to. You don't want to breathe in them toxic chemicals.
you
Mm-mm.
got that right, man. Definitely, man.
Yeah,
Why don't you just hire a painter, man?
because I'm getting the money. What the fuck? I'm gonna hire somebody for, and I'm making the money.
See, hey, Duke,
Oh.
Duke, I'm that new age Negro. We don't change tires. We don't paint. We call people to do it for us. You
Well,
know
listen
how
here,
we?
talent.
I
He
don't.
likes to get his hands dirty.
Yeah,
Okay.
I
yeah.
don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. I painted 5 rooms for $2,500, fam. I don't know
Hey,
what the fuck
Oh,
you talking.
that's a good deal,
I'm
man.
with you on
Yeah.
that one.
I don't know what the fuck you talking about, but yeah, I
That,
like getting money.
Okay.
that's a good deal. That is a good deal, man. I can't
Yeah.
knock that.
And
But
these
as
are
far as
these are these are these are skills that my uncles and grandfathers taught me. I know how to do everything around a house. I know plumbing. When I learned electrician how to do that, I'm gonna do that shit too. But shit, this is what I do. I'm back in
Come
yeah,
Texas.
through.
So back in
Yeah,
Texas, I
He's
got
in
work
Texas.
every fucking
yeah.
day if I
Hey,
wanted.
church lady.
There's a whole population of women that like these old school Negroes that are good with
Yeah,
their
a real man that's going to get out there and work.
well,
Yeah.
not
Right?
good.
So I'm not gonna point out the fact that you chose drama over. Hey, what's up, Pharaoh? How you doing today, man?
What's
Come
up,
on.
dude? What's up, dude? What's
All
up,
that
dude?
other shit. Yeah, all that other shit, man. Y'all niggas got to grow up, man.
What?
That's
What?
it.
Well, wait a minute now. You must have
Oh,
I
forgot
tell
who
him
you're
said,
talking
I
again,
about.
said what
Duke.
I said, man. Like
Yeah,
Tell him
yeah,
that's what
you,
it is.
again.
That
yeah,
wouldn't have been like you're a man of many talents. Why would
yeah,
you show talentless? You know what I mean? Communication, fam. I figure you say, hey, Pharaoh, what's up? But you so into the
yeah.
drama like a chatty patty, fam. It just is what it is.
Dude,
A
dude,
chatty who?
Patty.
Chatty Patty. Now,
Patty.
now, you don't hear a lot of men use Chatty Patty. So,
Yeah, when I first encountered you on fucking Binarius's live, you
yeah,
were fucking chatty patty, fam. Like it is
uh,
what it is. Huh?
yeah. Well, I
Lord,
mean,
Lord, hey, hear ye. This
Hey,
nigga's new
tell
name
it,
is
chatty patty.
Chatty Patty, nigga.
hey,
Fuck it.
Mm-hmm.
That's
hey,
your name, Chatty Patty.
hey, hey,
Yeah, so
look,
shut your bitch ass up. You want a nigga to turn up. I'm minding my
yeah,
business. I came to talk
that,
to my baby mama. So if you want me to take
uh,
this mask off and
there
get
you go.
these bars, you can get these
Yeah,
you my nigga, you
there
can
you
get
go.
these bars.
You
Turn up,
chatty
This
patty.
Pharaoh the
turn
painter.
up,
Pharaoh the
turn up,
painter. Pharaoh,
turn up,
I got talents. It ain't my fault
turn.
that your fat ass can't fucking pick
Fact.
up a roller and paint no walls. That's what she said.
Uh,
Shit. Fuck you talking about, boy. So what the
turn up,
fuck is you talking about? Shit,
turn
y'all
up.
niggas around here trying to feed off these women and these punks and shit. You shut your
Oh,
bitch ass up. I come
Make
over
that
here to
money,
chill with
dude.
my baby mama, and you over here want to talk some
Uh,
drama. Say that
uh,
shit for your mama. Talk to
yeah,
the hand
chatty
because the
patty.
uh,
face don't
Imagine being a
understand.
boring
I
ass,
know.
evil, dirty hoe and
Dude,
watching people from the
Bitch
side
ass
dude,
comment
nigga.
everything is always judging people
Shut your
and
bitch
judging
ass
people
up.
who are doing their own thing. Imagine being on YouTube, the same platform as everybody else, and then you're watching people from the clouds, yet you're judging the same people that are doing
Yeah.
like you're not
wait.
He didn't.
talking.
Hey, look, YTC.
Yeah.
He ain't say
Yeah.
nothing about me being out at the W having me a gentleman drink by my goddamn self, minding my fucking business, flying the bitch. No, this nigga wanted to participate. Come on
No,
now.
no, no, man. You real Duke, you real sensitive about that getting
No,
punched in
there's
the grill.
nothing. Okay, if it is
Get
sensitivity,
punched in
nigga,
the grill.
I am fragile, my nigga. And when a fuck nigga say
Yeah,
something to me, I'm gonna respond.
yeah. See,
Yeah,
I
nigga. So it
Duke,
is what it
Duke,
is. My nigga, as a man, I would never open the conversation hating to another man. I don't give a fuck if we
Duke.
been into it. If it's females on the planet on the panel and guests on the panel and they ain't talking and everybody's just being cordial and cool, why the fuck would you want to start shit with me for no reason, Cass?
Duke.
No, ain't
Hold on,
no fucking dude, bitch ass
hold
nigga.
on,
I don't want to talk,
Oh
fam.
my,
hold
is
on,
this
Yeah,
brother.
turning
so
into
Hold on.
anyway,
tea?
YTC, I love you, baby. Hey, Lolo, what up? I'm
Oh
gone.
my
Hey,
god.
boo,
Okay,
how are
thanks for
you?
coming out. Oh shoot,
Hold
what
on.
did you do? Talent.
What? Don't blame me.
Oh
That,
no, he was.
that,
You let a real man leave. He was out here
yeah,
painting.
He
yeah.
making
See,
that money. I ain't mad at him.
yeah, yeah. I'm not mad at the. I don't know why he's upset
That
about
was
getting
a
punched
real
in his grill.
man. Talent. Why did you go at him like that? You should have been
Look,
congratulating
look,
him.
I do. Hey, we need these manual laborers.
Oh, we need these
I,
men.
yeah, I hire these clowns left and right.
Oh my
To do my
god.
work. But look, I don't know why he got so upset. If you get punched in your grill, that type of stuff doesn't happen to me, dude. But he's
Uh,
upset about it. So I apologize, Duke. I didn't know you and your feelings about getting punched in your shit, Goofy.
Oh my
But
god.
He
it
was
is.
making me moist. You ruined it.
Woo, not bush,
Oh
not bushy,
Lord, not this.
not bushy juice.
Oh my god.
Woo, not bushy juice. Man, oh man. Look, look. Hold on. I do like Duke. He gets out of line sometimes, but he's bipolar.
What? Not out
Look,
of
look,
line. Oh my gosh.
yeah,
Yeah.
he would.
Oh,
He would.
Silent.
Yeah, he talks crazy to all of these dudes, so he thinks he
Oh
can just talk
god.
to me any type of way. See, but he knows what time it is. I don't have to get into anything.
Shit, I wish
But
I knew what time it was.
you in heat over there, Tulsa. Where's your white man at?
I think Tulsa has been
Yeah,
doing
word.
Tulsa has been doing
I was
Tulsa.
gonna say
Tulsa
yeah,
is
work.
for like the past 2 or 3 hours. Okay, so can I get off now? Like, let me get off because there's no update yet. There's no
Yes.
update
You
yet on the Diddy
you
thing.
might as well go the full 9 hours.
No, I'm
But
tired,
what
bro. Like, I
Yes.
can't be like multitasking and doing this. It's draining. It's draining.
have you
Right,
have you been
Javius?
have you been getting cash apps in super chat?
No, hold on. I
Uh,
gotta see. I take that back. Initially, I did. Hold on. Let me look. Because
Man,
sometimes
oh man.
it doesn't
Mm.
show up on my phone. Like I
I
don't see.
wish Duke comes back.
Yeah,
I'm
come
Don't
back
you,
sure
on.
that he's
Rolo?
listening. I'm sure he
I
hears it,
like Duke.
but it
Duke
looks
and
like
Duke
he's
had
working.
our issues, but Duke's a
Yeah,
good guy. He's he's
yeah.
he's he's
I
down
love Duke.
home.
Duke is a funny dude. I'm not gonna lie. Duke, bring your
No,
goofy ass
Duke
up.
helps us get off. Have y'all seen his videos?
Wait, pause.
Duke
Wait.
sent me
Oh my
one.
gosh,
Hold
Dukes, you can't
Oh,
help but be Tulsa and say these things, Tulsa. Duke, not
Yeah.
where is your? Oh my god, yeah,
No, I want to thank
he said
Tulsa
that.
because Tulsa, I had no idea that Happy Life had given his number to Tulsa. And
Oh,
thank you for exposing that, Tulsa. I mean, these guys like Noble and others that creep
Thank you,
creep around.
JB. You have been here the whole time. Thank you for being here the whole time.
I
ATS
love
got
my
that.
Javius.
Yes,
Yeah,
he's been there
I
though.
think yeah, it's good that you got people that can hang out with you for 8 hours straight on a Monday.
Yeah, that's a
That's
long
a,
ass time.
yeah.
I
No, you got to. Yeah. But look, I came up here because Diddy, you said you were talking about Diddy, and I was about to say before I was rudely interrupted by my boy, Duke. He's not Diddy's not a sex trafficker. What he is guilty of, though, is beating women, um, doing a lot of untoward things to women, but it doesn't rise to the level of where he needs to spend years in prison. Now, I think he should be found guilty on some of these charges, but it should be time served and he be released. He's been there almost a year now in that jail, and I think it's time they let him go because we do know that white entertainers, producers have done similar things and have gone scot free. But yet, when Bill Cosby and Diddy do the same perverted things, they're penalized. So we have to be mindful of that.
You
But
better stop
in
getting
no way
caught.
no, well, you have to also look at why these things are. Why are people digging back into the past and releasing this information on black entertainers? That's the bigger question that needs to be asked. Why is this being done? And then when you realize what's being done, I know why it's being done. Uh, you have to
but tell
be.
him what about his sons? Like they're going for Justin now because him and Justin is in a lawsuit, and I believe like last year King Combs, Christian, the one that looks
And
like him. What do you
and he
think
just
about his
released
boys?
the song. He just released the song too.
Justin King Combs. His music is trash, so I
It
don't even pay
is.
attention to him. You know. But it's unfortunate his sons. But from what I hear, what the streets are saying in New York, those Combs boys, they're perverts as well.
Well,
I don't think they're abusing women like their pops, but they are perverts. They're womanizers, and it is what it is. But is that enough to send somebody to prison? I don't think it rises to that level.
it could.
So So those are just my thoughts.
Because when you
Lolo, you know what?
combine, no, when you combine it with the Rico, when you combine it with the Rico, there's no way that's time served.
Well, see, no, we're
Yeah,
abusing.
it's not. He's almost facing life. There's no time served.
No. Look, if that's the case, then we can expect charges to go against Drake because Drake has flown out women to Toronto. I was somewhere I won't disclose where
Oh, he
he
next.
Drake flew out some things, and they are coming for Drake. I think he knows it because
For
one of my
Drake?
yeah,
Hmm.
well, because they've been trying to put a jacket on him for a while now. Not just
Notice
Kendrick,
how the
way
room is
before.
down slowly?
They do have some text messages that he sent to a few actresses. One of them was a
Yeah.
Stranger Things actress who was underage, and there's a
Hmm.
lot of that going around. It's been suppressed,
Hmm.
I
but they're
remember.
just
I had forgotten about that one. Oh my
Well,
god.
but
remember Kendrick
Yeah.
Lamar had made the song "Not Like Us," and he
Yeah.
mentioned
yeah,
Drake in it.
And
Yeah,
an
that is.
A minor.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Well,
then
no,
Universal Music Group. Let's talk about, I mean, it goes really deep. I mean, even Universal Music Group was kind of tied to this Diddy case, but they
Mhm.
will go their way out some way, somehow. I don't know if y'all remember that or not.
Hell yeah, they got out of Dodge when they saw what was about to go down.
well, you got to understand the record labels are mad at Drake too, because what he did is he actually exposed the fact that not only do YouTube content creators buy bots, uh, these artists are actually employing companies that use streaming farms,
Mm.
and I've helped some of these artists with their streaming, but it's a known thing. Spotify is aware of it, and others.
Right.
These labels can get away with it, but see, it's against their terms of service. And what it is, this has been going on for a while, and Drake exposed how they did that with Kendrick's "Not Like Us" single. But I don't want to get too deep into the weeds here, but there are a lot of things going on, especially with our black entertainers, because what they have planned for Kanye is, and I've heard what's going to happen to him because he's going to be homeless within 3 years,
He
and
crazy as
his,
hell.
his he has been taken advantage of. A lot of these black artists, like MC Hammer, a whole bunch of them, are being victimized by certain groups of people, and see, they're not financially savvy, and the people who they go to for financial acumen are actually preying on them, and they
Yep.
take advantage of these artists, and Kanye, like a
Like
lot
the
of them.
Clive Davises, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Like, well, I don't want to name too many names, but like Kodak. What's going on with Kodak?
Yeah.
They re-signed Kodak to $30 million. Uh, I think it's the 360. $30 million, and Kodak a couple years ago, people were writing them off. So people were wondering, like, why would you pay him this exorbitant amount of money to re-sign with Atlantic? But
Because
what
he
you
knows
don't know,
something.
no, because a lot of these labels get money off of these individuals going to jail or dying.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And
He's
that's
not gonna
why,
last long.
yeah, yeah, that's why people ask. I don't know if you're familiar with who Lefty Gunplay is, but he's a Hispanic rapper who has
Yeah, oh
numerous.
yeah, I know gunplay.
Yeah, he has no talent whatsoever, but people are wondering why TDE would back somebody like this individual, and they're learning from their masters. TDE is learning who to pick, who to select, and how you can make money off of these at-risk individuals.
Is
But what
gunplay
they
still in jail?
no, no, he's out from the last I heard. But
But talent, how many
Okay.
yeah,
years do you think Kodak got with us? I say in the next 5 years, the rate that he's going, he won't be here with us.
yeah, well, see, you giving him too much time. I say about two. I say about 2 years he'll either be in prison or back in prison, or he'll be dead, which is unfortunate. But if you think we know that, you know the labels know that. So put two and two
Mm-hmm.
together. But let me get back to Kanye. Man, you got me on a roll here. This Kanye, what they have planned for Kanye is so wild that I can't even talk about it. But what I will tell you, he'll be. You remember when Red Fox, at the end of his life, what the IRS did to him? He was in a
Yeah.
mansion, empty, crying, talking about they took all of his money. What they have
Mm-hmm.
planned for Kanye is so diabolical. I'm almost, he's from the south side of Chicago, so I have a liking for Ye.
And
Known him
his
for
mama's from Oklahoma City.
yeah, oh yeah, 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 yeah. But I will say this: Kanye, there's nothing anybody can do for him at this point. He offended the wrong people, and they are going to make an example out of him. And you can quote, "Save this live, YouTube cameras." What is going to happen to Kanye is going to be sad, and he's going to end up. You remember Sly Stone, who just passed away, who was a
Mm-hmm.
genius. He was a genius, but he had some mental issues, and he ended up living in a trailer. What's going to happen to Kanye is just going to be so crazy, you're not going to believe it. And,
I'll
and
say it because you can't. Kanye is under federal investigation right now.
Yep.
yeah, but his money isn't even right. Someone was talking to me who's familiar with some of his accounting that's being done. His money isn't right. So I mean, he's no longer a billionaire.
But look
Uh,
at here. If you gave me a million zillion dollars, the first thing I would not buy would be some Fendi slippers. I just don't understand why did they forget where they came from and
well,
start going out and spending all this money like crazy.
he hasn't been right since his mom passed away. You have to
No.
understand, some people, you know, look, black men and their mothers, you
Yeah,
can't say all of them, but there's a special bond there. And if
that's
you don't
true.
have the right people surrounding you when that time comes, that unfortunate time comes, you can literally lose your mind. And,
Yeah.
I've had my friends freak out. Luckily, we've been there to give them the proper support that they need. But these artists, they're not get they have a lot of leeches, a lot of hanger-ons, and
Yeah.
they are taking advantage of. They're not really supportive. Now they act like they're supportive, but you know how just on a micro level, look at what happens in the beef sector. A lot of people claiming support,
Mhm.
feigning support, really don't have the best interest of the content creator. There's usually
Right.
some devious diabolical reasons for why they're supporting them. And unfortunately, these beef sector content creators can't discern which is a whole separate issue. I'm telling you, man, I wish I could go live. If I didn't have certain things that prohibited me from going live, I would like to.
You could be an avatar.
No, we're already doing that. If you don't recall, some of you will recall. I did the first talking avatar 2 years ago. I presented.
Oh,
That's how this heat came up with that Indian figure that Ness uses,
okay.
which is a cheap thing. Mine was more elaborate. It looked like a
Yeah.
news shirt. And those of you who know, but because of certain issues, I have been doing, my IG, and that's why it's private. A lot of individuals in the sector have requested, and I deny it or ignore it because
Mhm.
due to copyright issues. But listen, I am able to create talking avatars of Lady Nika and Bree actually having a conversation that I write the script for. I build their avatars. You can
Ooh.
tell the difference. And
Can
the
you do
only
one for me? I
no,
always wanted to know
no,
how to do that.
the only reason why I can't do it because there are some questions. First of all, a lot of this hasn't been deployed yet to the general public. And the
Okay.
second thing is, I don't want to be on the, I don't want to be the precedent for copyright issues
Oh
or
God,
certain
yes.
type of where we end up, with a big situation. But if you can see what is happening, and I had already told YouTube about the faceless YouTube channels where you don't even
Mhm.
need to actually. You see, and this is why I say work
The
smarter,
faces.
not harder.
Hold on, someone
But
said.
yeah, yeah. See, I'm dropping too much knowledge. I hate to cast
Oh,
pearls
Peter's
before
here.
swine, but
I love the knowledge you
Hi,
drop.
yeah,
You always
Sissy.
bring good
Hey, what's up?
stuff.
What's up?
Hey,
Hi,
the
yeah,
how are
seed.
you?
How are
Welcome
Hey, I'm
you?
back.
good.
yeah.
I was just
So
wanted to say that that Indian character that was from Nessa's AI. I never did that character. That was not mine at all. I don't even know what app
Oh,
she used.
that talking one, right?
yeah, yeah, yeah. So if you go back a
I don't
year
even know what
before,
app. I don't
Hey,
even
real
know what
mama
app Ness
Fifi.
used. So
yeah,
you're
yeah, yeah.
wrong. You're wrong
No,
as usual, talent,
no,
because
no,
that
no.
was
I'm
not
not.
even
I'm
my
not wrong.
character.
I'm not.
Actually,
No,
you
I'm not
are,
wrong. The
because I
timeline,
don't. That was not my character. So
the
you are wrong.
video, the video. No,
Whatever
listen
app she
carefully.
used or whatever software she used, I had nothing to do with that.
No,
So
we're
you're
talking
wrong
about the
once again, and
timeline.
you having
We're talking
stupid
about the
comments once
timeline.
again, saying
We're
stupid
talking
shit.
about the
So
time.
yeah, well, stop mentioning me, bitch, because I
And
don't
then,
talk about you. I don't bring
well,
you
you
up,
shouldn't talk
but I
about
don't
me.
bring you
After
up. I don't bring you
after
up. I
we
can
saw
bring you
that,
up. I could bring you
after
up. I could
bring
bring
me
you
up,
up. I could bring you up,
bring me
but
up.
I don't
I
bring
want you
you
to.
up. I don't
You know,
bring you
I
up.
enjoy that.
I don't bring you
I
up.
enjoy that.
And I
We
haven't talked
enjoy that.
about you. So what's the problem?
But
There's
is
It
nothing
that
to
the
doesn't
talk.
have shit. It
avatar
doesn't
you
have
were
anything
talking
to do
about,
with me.
talent? Because
Yeah.
I
This is a weak ass
Yeah. So
bitch.
let's talk
We don't
about it.
need to talk about shit.
So
I wasn't even.
I'm
Why
not
am I?
talking.
Why
I'm
am I a
talking.
part of the
I'm talking to
conversation?
YouTube camera. I
I
mentioned
Like
you,
saw
how
but
niggas don't
stop.
meet
videos.
up with men.
Listen, there are YouTubers
Like we
who
could talk
tell you
about
how
that.
to make talking
Yeah.
Bitch ass
avatars.
nigga.
Yeah, no, no, no.
Mhm.
Hold on. This is 2 years ago. If you go into the archives and
Hey, real
Sassy's
mama
lives are
Fifi.
still up, you will see
I
the
don't
one.
watch
It
Sassy.
was
Nobody
Chris.
who watches Sassy.
No,
Who the fuck
not
cares?
this,
Like, get
nobody
your punk
watches
ass
you,
out of here, man. Like, why
but
are you bringing me up? Why? What
we
the
do
fuck do
know
I
that
have
you
to do
buy.
with
Why
anything that's
did you
going on
buy
with
those
you and
bots?
Sassy? Worry about
Why
y'all
did you
boring
buy
ass
those
show,
bots
and
this
I'll
heat?
worry about what the fuck is going on with
This
mine. But
heat.
like I said, that
Wh-
shit don't have
Why
shit
did
to
you
do with
buy
me.
those bots
Stop
for
bringing
your
me up
channel?
if I don't have nothing to do with the
This
conversation.
heat.
You are a punk
Why
ass
did
bitch. Like
this
that's some
heat?
weak
Why
ass
did you
shit.
buy
I ain't
those
bringing you
bots
up.
for
I'm
your
not clicking
channel?
on links talking about you. I'm not talking
You can
about you.
get it
You're not
out. Get it
important.
out
You're
because
not
my
important. You're
question
just a
still
bitch.
stands.
You're a DL man looking
I
for
got you
men. You
upset.
go on
Okay.
vacations to look for men.
Right.
You're going
Sure
vacations
do.
to check out dudes. You're
Sure do.
undercover. You're undercover. And I
This
called your
heat.
ass out on it. And you've been
Why
mad
do
at me
you
ever since.
buy?
You've been
Why
mad
did
at me
you
ever
buy
since.
views?
That's why Duke Farrell made you look
Why?
stupid when you clicked
Why?
on the link. He
You
made
sure
you look
did.
stupid because you
You
thought you
sure.
had a friend and you didn't have a friend. You look dumb.
You think I have a
When you
friend?
bringing me up, I don't know why you
No
bringing me
friends
up.
on
I don't
YouTube.
have anything to do with your
No
conversation.
friends.
Stop mentioning me, bitch. Stop
I'm gonna.
mentioning me.
I'm gonna.
Nothing you
I'm
and
gonna
Sassy put
mention you
together
Hypo
can
Grace.
ever
whenever I
trump
feel like
anything that I do. That's
you.
why
You
that fucking
bought.
speaking fee
Where's your
that you took
channel?
all those ghetto people to,
Where,
that's
wh-
why it fell on deaf ears. That's why it
didn't you
fell on
date
deaf
one of
ears
them?
and nobody gave a
Didn't you
fuck
date
about it
one
with
of
your
them?
broke ass. You work in HR.
Didn't you
You
date
ain't even
one of
got
them?
money like that. Don't think I don't know who the fuck you are.
Didn't you
Don't
date?
play with me, bro.
Expose me.
Do not play with me. Don't think
I'm
I don't know
playing
who
with
you
you.
are. I'm the
I'm
last
playing
person
with
you want
you.
to do this with.
I'm playing with
Because
you.
I
Well,
have
who
your
is
shit and I
he?
have Sassy's.
Who
So
is
how you
he?
Tell.
want to work
Yeah,
it?
that's
How you want
right.
to do it? How
Who
you
is
want to do
Play.
it?
he?
You
Yeah,
punk
tell
ass.
him. Whoever.
You are broke. You are broke. You are
I'm broke.
broke. You are poor.
I got
You
you.
are.
I got you
You
upset. I
are.
understand.
You are.
I got
You
you
another
upset.
ghetto intellect.
I smoked you out.
You
I
another ghetto
smoked you
intellect.
out.
No, you're a bitch.
You're upset.
Why you
Why
want to
are you
argue with me
yelling?
anyways? Why do you want to
I'm
argue?
not
Why do you
arguing
want to
with you.
argue?
We're
Why
having
do
a
you want to get on
conversation.
panels and argue with women? But you claim
We're
you a
having a
straight man.
conversation.
Why do you always want to go
Are we not
on
having a
vacations to meet
conversation?
up with men? Why are you always trying
Why?
to go on vacations to meet up with men?
Get it out of your
You
system and
always
let me
trying
know
to
when I
like
can
you're
talk.
a DL dude. You're a DL. You're DL. You like men.
Yeah.
You like men.
Okay. I like men.
Live your truth.
Yeah. I like
Yeah,
men. Now
yeah,
what?
I know you went on the
This is the
Vegas trip.
perfect
Yeah,
space.
I
This
told
is
old
the
girl that
perfect space
you
for
went on
that,
the
right?
Vegas trip to see some
Right.
women. You had a DL trip. That was a
Right.
DL trip. We already knew
Okay.
that. I already knew
So
that.
what's the point? We're in a gay space.
Well,
So
what's the
what's the point? Is it a bad thing?
stand in your
Is it
truth.
a bad
Stand
thing?
in your truth. Stand in your
Is it a
truth.
bad thing?
Stand in your truth.
Is
Stand in
being
your
gay a
truth.
bad
Well,
thing?
it's a bad thing when you're not
Why?
standing in your truth. When you're
But
not man
why?
enough to stand in your
Why
truth,
is
it's
that
a
a
bad
bad
thing.
thing?
It's a
Why
bad
is
thing
that
when
a
you
bad
can't stand
thing?
in your truth. It's a bad thing when you
Why
can't
are
stand in your
my
truth.
sexual
Stand in your
preferences a
truth.
bad thing,
Stand in your
Missy?
truth. Oh, you're bad. Oh, you're admitting you're bisexual.
You told me I am.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
You told me. Yeah.
No.
Whoop, I got oh my
Oh
God.
Jesus.
This is
Yeah, she told you that you were bi and that you were
yeah,
taking trips to do
yeah, to be
nefarious things.
to be
So, I
men.
mean, if that's what she
Nefarious.
said,
Not
And if that
nefarious.
yeah, yeah, and if that's what I'm doing, that's what I'm doing.
okay.
It's no big deal. That's no big deal.
Yes.
See,
What's the
we
problem?
yeah, so what we have here is this heat, when I hit hard, they come up here angry, firing on all cylinders. He's upset. I understand that. There's no arguing with you. I'm trying to make a point where you're yelling this heat. What we do know about you though is you paid for a W hotel, which is nobody considers a five-star hotel. You pay for that with a firm. You're still
Listen,
probably paying on it. You're
because
a
you
bum.
were eating over
We
there at W Hotel. Hold
yeah,
on, let me
we saw your living. You remember when you had the camera slip and we saw that cracked plaster? We know you're a bum. You've been mad at me ever since when I talked about that pitiful trip. Then you call the people bums that went on the Vegas trip, but didn't you date one of those people? So I understand you're upset. That's what I do to people. I understand, but we're not arguing. We're having a conversation, and you think by yelling and screaming and calling me gay in a gay community is going to do something. I'm here to get under your skin, and I accomplished it. Please
can we
expose
ask
me.
Google?
Huh.
Hold on. I looked it up, but it's showed me, but I wanted to read it.
What's up?
Hey Google, is the W Hotel considered a five-star hotel?
Man,
Okay,
no,
Google said while some W hotels are considered luxury hotels and offer amenities associated with five-star accommodations, the W brand itself is not officially designated as a five-star
no,
hotel chain.
yeah, thank
According
you,
to the
thank you.
Marriott, W
No,
hotels
Hmm.
are part of
yeah,
Marriott's
well, look,
lifestyle
look, look,
portfolio, but it
look.
says that
You
most of
just
them are
you
rated five
you
star.
No, YouTube cameras. What you just
Okay,
said is,
part.
they may have 5-star amenities. They are not 5 stars. That's if you
Well, I think it
summarize,
probably
you just
depends
say
on location, right?
no, no. They've never been a 5-star hotel, and we had that argument back when went there. Uh, you see, because I stay in them, I'm at the Peninsula almost once a month, the one in Chicago and New York as well. But look, what I want to say is, what
Oh, the peninsula.
I
Ooh.
get, I get people, I touch them at their souls because they know that I know they're frauds, and when you expose these frauds, they hate me forever. I get it, I get it. Now you see how I'm dragging you to that 9 hour mark, YouTube
I know.
camera.
I keep trying to
I do
go,
it.
and y'all
I
would.
do. I
Baby,
do
we
it.
got 8 minutes left.
Hi,
I do it.
loves.
I do it effortlessly. And
I know
people
they
sit
never
there and
have.
say,
They
Yeah,
I've never
pity.
had them. Listen, I have like all kinds of chain. Like I have the Marriott. I have like their expensive stuff, but the W never. I've stayed in like 5 star because when I search, I look for four and above. Okay, but the W hotel never has any deal, so I've never really stayed in one.
and,
Now you can go
and,
eat in one, so they are marketed kind of like upscale,
oh
but
no, they're
they never
upscale
have
hotel,
deals.
but but they're 4-star hotels. Look, but I don't want to go back over that ground.
I mean,
See,
just go to the Super 8.
Not the
oh,
whole
Oh hell
stroll.
no.
wait a wait a minute
Oh
now.
no.
Wait a minute now. Wait a
Hell
minute
no.
now.
Not
Oh
the whole
shit. Jones
stroll.
back. Yeah, y'all are not.
Yeah.
We love
Uppity,
you.
uppity is back.
Hey,
Hi,
you
Ups.
two,
Hi,
Cameron.
boo.
Hi,
Hi. How are you?
I was
uppity.
gonna say, I hope you got no attitude with me. What's up, Lolo? Talent.
What's up, Uppity?
I think in New York City, it's a considered a 5 star because
No.
I looked at their prices and RNY agrees too. But I had looked up
All
they
right,
because I like to do
all
staycations.
right, boo. Where are you?
Yeah.
Oh
And
shit.
I like to find the hotels with really a lot of deals. And I never see the W hotel listed. It's like just like I
Never.
will see certain
But
other
Hopefully,
ones.
you didn't bring no roaches and leave them behind. Let me go on
Anyway,
mute.
talent, you heard what I said? Because I don't
wait,
talk to criminals. I let the probation officer finish them off. I already did
what?
what I had to do with my paperwork. If you sell pussy in a motel, you can't talk to me. So I don't know. But like I said,
Oh,
we go to
Well,
damn.
we
nothing
see
but
roaches in your coffee machine.
4 stars and up. So I haven't been to the W, but like I said, I like to look for. I forgot it's a couple of sites I use, but like people that cancel at the last minute, you could literally get the room for like half the price and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No,
Girl,
no.
you got wallpaper on your wall. I'm a mute.
Wait. What
And no
what
jail record
is
for
there
selling my
half?
ass.
How do you
Oh,
find the people that
Or
cancel
getting
last
beat up.
minute?
Oh, I can tell you, I'm gonna write you the sites YouTube camera. I got it logged in my thing because I'm trying to use because I gotta what you call it go through my email, but it's like 2 or 3 sites and they are when I tell you they are excellent. They never lie. When you it's like it's last minute cancel like people cancel they either reservation in advance and if it's close to the date, you can get the room for like half price. But the W,
yeah.
and I was able to get into some nice hotel, but the W has never been there. But I've heard it's nice, and RNY said it was, RNY said it's a 5 star
Oh,
The
experience. So
only
I
W
think it's
you
a
know is
local
in your
shit.
mouth,
look,
bitch.
well, wait, hold on. Look,
Okay,
you two
well,
don't need
I
to
like
argue.
to kind
No,
of
Look,
keep
Taylor,
my
you see that
hold
trainee
on,
talking to
people.
themselves. They confused
look,
about what their gender is.
Hold
They
on.
they probably got house in Virginia. I'll be mad too.
Okay,
no.
hold on, people. Let's go ahead because
Yeah, Taylor can answer my question first
Tyler,
because
hold
this
on.
person
Yes, both
they
W
probation
We
South
officer
got
Beach
already
five
been
and
minutes to
contacted
9
hold
and they
on,
hours,
mad.
ho.
guys. I like to research stuff and get answer. Yes, both W South Beach and W Miami are 5 star hotels in
Are we
Miami.
talking about the
Did you look
W
up
in
New
her
York? YouTube
mouth?
cameras. Look up New York City. Look up New
Okay,
York
let me
City
look up in New York City.
because
Okay.
it never is in the deals. Because I love
Okay.
staycations.
Hopefully, it's not a picture of her grill.
Oh my gosh, Tosa.
It
Look,
ain't a picture of no jail
Okay.
record when you be selling my
It
butt.
says in New York City that they are not. It said no. W hotels in New York City are not generally considered 5 star, while they offer a luxury experience and are part of the Marriott's luxury brand. W hotels are typically rated as 4 star
look,
hotels in
What?
New
look,
So
York
why are
City.
you never on the cheap
I don't
list?
know.
look,
Probably
The
look.
cheap
they don't
list.
make deals
That's what
available.
it is. It's called
Probably
a
to
cheap
third
list.
Oh,
parties.
okay.
Look,
They
let
probably
me tell
don't
you
make.
something. When I first hold on YouTube, and when I first talked to Uppity, one of the first things I did, I happened to hit click her live, and I was in this fabulous. I think it was I forget where I was. It was a 5-star hotel, and I said Uppity, and I had this clawfoot tub. Now you won't find a clawfoot tub that was like this in any type of 4-star hotel. And I was showing her because you know me, I'm flexing all the time, not to show off, but to
And
hurt
I like
people.
flexing. I like to flex too. So go
Yeah,
ahead.
Yeah, because it's something that she never saw. Go ahead.
woo,
No, I
look,
think because I never did jail or prostituted myself. I've always been a kept woman. Go ahead. I don't deal with men that pick up prostitutes with identity disorders.
Oh my
man, look,
gosh.
man, you two. Wait a minute.
These
Now
two.
go ahead, talent.
Look,
Go ahead, talent. They
look,
mad about their
look.
probation. That call their probation officer got. Go ahead, talent.
Oh man, but
Oh
look,
Lord
I
Jesus.
And I'm gonna
right.
call your rent office, bitch.
I do want to, you know what, Uppity, I was listening to you and this Heat the other day. I'm telling you, you two are gold. Now, I know this, how this Heat, you know, I get under her skin because she's a fraud. You don't know that, Uppity, but she's a fraud. She's a nobody. But I like the combination of you and her because I can tell sometimes she irritates you, you irritate her, but yet you still manage to hold it in and put forth a lot of information, a lot of good analysis. So I will give, yeah,
Yeah,
I
well,
like,
see, me and Dimples make good things too, but when it gets to Trump, she wants to kick me off her panel. As you can see, I love my lady Dimples. She is proof of where how far the trans community has come, even though some of them are still getting a poking up their butt at 50,
Have
at
you
50
seen
and
the
under,
apartments
after
that she
50 and
lives
under.
in?
You know what I'm
oh,
saying? So even though some of them are poking their butt up in the air for, at sleazy motels, not but,
Like you
but
were
not,
watching gay
I'm glad
porn.
that they got.
wait,
I'm glad that they got people like
hold,
Lady Dimples to show that the workforce in America has moved forward. They're
wait,
doing and they understand like this is a real trans woman, and at the end of the day, because
That is
they
a big
never got to
man.
worry about them taking a pregnancy leave, so they hiring them. So shout out to Lady Dimples. So go ahead, Tally. Did you see me and Lady
wait.
Dimples? We got good chemistry
Hopefully
too.
you don't plan on having any more.
Well, yeah,
Okay,
Okay.
you know,
okay,
well,
okay,
hold on.
let's
You know, I like Lady
let's
Dimples, but I did,
okay, guys.
hold on, YouTube cameras, hold on a minute.
What?
I do like YouTube, I do like Lady Dimples, and I will say this: those
We got
apartments.
1 minute. Wrap it up.
Those, yeah, hold on. Those apartments Steven sold, are those actually her apartments? Because they
I don't
really,
believe so, but Lady Dimples, she
She
shared it,
stays
so I
in the
don't think that's her
ghetto.
real apartment. She reshared it, but what we do know that Lady Dimples admits going to at
I'm gonna
one time
call
in
the
her life she
Section 8
went to
office
glory
on your
hole, but
ass.
then she really but when she leaves, she rests in luxury. So Lady Dimple reshared it. I don't think they're right.
While
So
you're living off the state, go ahead.
without a jail record. You can do that.
well,
You shouldn't have
we,
prostituted yourself. But hopefully, Talon, we can have this conversation on
yeah,
another panel when they
yeah,
not
yeah.
when the person not mad because they're gonna be violated. Because my attorneys ain't finished yet.
Yeah, I'm going to click your link because
Where
I
were your
know.
attorneys at in court when you were trying to get custody? Moving right along.
Hey, we got 17 minutes to 9 hours, and I want to say
No.
no, 17 seconds. I'm sorry. This has
It's time
been
to
real.
wrap it up. This has gone
Yeah,
too long. I do appreciate you guys.
ladies, have a
Uh
good one. I got to bounce.
yes, I gotta get out of here. I'm exhausted.
All right, nine
But thank
hours.
you
See you later,
all for
boo.
joining me.
You
I
did an
appreciate. Thank you,
amazing
Ups. Thank you, Talent.
job. You
Thank you,
guys have
Lolo.
a beautiful day.
You
Thank
as
you,
well.
Lolo, for being nice.
Thank you for
Thank you
being
all.
nice, Tulsa. Bye, babies.
All right, boo.
Bye, guys.
Later.
Bye, guys. Bye, ladies. Thank you all for joining. Listen, this time I'm clicking and I'm not even just telling you guys who's live. I don't know. Just look and find out because that's how I get caught up in staying up here. Thank you to all of you who hung out with me for this long, the people that joined later, the people that were there, the panelists, the people that donated. I appreciate you guys. I would say watch the replay. You can put it at one point. Listen, we like talked about. I did a official recap. Okay, I did an official recap. I did official recap. I would say about 2.5, 3 hours. Okay, Trishy Poo was here in the oh my gosh, I just realized how long I've been live. Trishy Poo left a long time ago, hours and hours ago. Thank you. Trishy Poo was up here. Talent. Thank you, Ups. Thank you. Duke Farrell was up here. Thank you, Lolo. Listen, you know who really Happy Life? Happy Life was the original culprit, right? That I was about to exit. He hit the link, and I said, "What's up, Happy Life? Who are you repping?" Okay, and then really the person that got me on here was Quintosa. So The people that are glad that I stayed live this long, Quintosa is the reason that I stayed this long. Cause then we got to talking about the stuff that oh my gosh, the stuff that I love to talk about, the stuff that really was the reason I was really watching YouTube and all of that. The sector that I used to like indulge in, which is it's her sector, the sector that talked about celebrity stuff. That's really what I watched a lot of time when I wasn't like, thinking of a channel, thinking of what to put on the channel. I really was watching it. So Quintosa and I spent hours talking about the Real Housewife, and then I learned that my all-time fave, Nene Leaf, is coming back. Elated. I'm so excited. So I'm telling you guys right now. I don't know if I'll do it over here or if I will do it on another channel. But you can bet I will come back and talk about Real. If Nene is coming back, that means I will be back to watching Bravo. Bravo can now get my clicks and views because I have not watched Bravo ever since they got rid of Nene. Okay, so Quintosa is the one who really got me to stay here. So if you want to see that, I don't know, red bullet to maybe like the 4 hour mark. We talked about the Real Housewives and the show. We talked about it for like, shoot, I don't know, probably almost 2 hours, over an hour and a half or something like that. Okay, I was excited. You could tell. You could tell. Paul said, I live in New York City, the only cities in the world that has more than 5-star hotels that New York is Dubai and London. Oh, okay. Yeah, I had to look it up because I was curious because I've never really seen the W Hotel because I usually try to narrow down, like anytime I'm traveling and I try to narrow down the hotels, unless it's out of the country, like then it depends on like the chain. Sometimes it's not really the popular chains that I like to go where I'm familiar with the chains. Okay. Now, sometimes the upscale places in those particular countries will come up, and I understand. But I have never ever seen a deal with W Hotel, so that is right. So I was curious myself. I just thought that the price was astronomical, and they never really have any deal. I don't think that I've ever seen a deal with the W Hotel. So I was really also looking it up for myself. Obviously Miami is expensive. Y'all know this. I've gone to Miami. I don't remember what that, but that was years ago. I don't remember where I stayed. Don't ask me. But yeah, also looked up hotel deals and stuff, and never seen a hotel. Usually it will be 4-star. Okay. Um, Okay, anyway, so thank you all for joining me. You said you may watch again. They forked out a pretty penny for that. Yeah. So I had to look up because that's where they were at. They were in Miami. And I would imagine that over there, it's pretty, we saw it because she camped up and showed the room and the view. So it was it looked like at least a 4-star and above. So, I mean, I looked it up. It said it was 5-star in Miami. Anyway, shoot, what else was I saying? Okay, in closing, thank you all for being here. Watch the replay, hit the like. Listen, I have been looking while I was on mute. I done just a bunch of stuff. I've tried to look up the update on the Diddy thing. I'm following it up because I've not seen anywhere that I said that he is out. But that is like, I don't know if the people, where are the people that are like saying that are they assuming? I feel like it's assuming because I've looked at CNN. I've looked at some news article. The only update that I saw was the fact that this whole juror situation. But I just don't see the fact that he's gonna get away scot-free because he was facing almost live. So it may be considered a mistrial. We don't know. I guess we gotta stay tuned. Okay. Anyway, sub to the links and the people that like that hit the panel. I told you guys this heat, thank you. This heat hit the link. Talent likes to troll. Quintosa, I already dropped the link. She's planning on doing show. We're gonna collab on the hey, is that John Womack? Hey, he said good morning. It's afternoon here. It's also afternoon where you're at, John Womack. Willie D have a title that said he was out. Yeah, I haven't seen. That's why I went looking because I also caught that he was out. I'm like, is he out because of this misconduct? I don't, unless a mistrial is ruled. I have not seen officially where it has been said that it's a mistrial. No outlet has said it's a mistrial. I think that might be the only way he can get out. Why they decide to, like, I guess if they're gonna retry him, but everybody's saying that it's not likely. Who knows? But I just don't see him walking out scot-free. Is it possible that he could walk out scot-free? I'm not sure. Ain't none of the YouTubers come on yet. Okay, yeah. He's not out. Oh, hell no. I know someone didn't try to hit to see this is what happens. I should have just clicked that in, but I know 2 people did not. Oh, hold up. It's you times 2. I'm gonna let the one that's cammed up. I'm gonna let the one that's cammed up. I don't know. Are you on 2 devices? You gotta be on 2 devices. Should I let the other one up? Can you hear me? Damn. Okay. I don't know. The other one is on mute and the camera ain't working. I want to make sure that that's you. That other device is on mute. That's the other page. The other page is on mute and it's not. Lord Jesus, there's multiple. Okay. Hold on. I think I gotta let this other one off. Okay. I gotta remove that one and let the one where you're cammed up on. Hey, I can hear the noise, but I don't know. Something's going on with your audio. Can you hear? Can you hear
Good.
me? Can you hear me?
I don't know what the fuck going on.
Are you done? Are you done? Are you done working? Damn. Okay, well, I'm gonna get out of here. I don't know. He's having audio issues, but I have been here long enough, and yeah, I don't know. It's not working. I don't know if it's whatever. Is it StreamYard that's kicking you off? Because both were there. Okay, talk to you later. Yes, I've been on here for a long ass time. And I gotta go drink some iced water, okay? I will see you guys later. See you all in these YouTube streets. Bye.